the Dolphin touchdown. And he will score. From field on the near side, man open, touchdown. Will Waddle has got it on the run, and he's gone. Jalen Waddle, touchdown. Pick off by Xavier Howard.
What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back here for another one. I'm joined by the homies, the Triple OG, Mr. Ballgame, and Martin. What's going on, gentlemen? And I don't know about you, but while I was sitting backstage and watching the viewer count go up, every time I see the number 112, I mean, this is how you know you grew up in the golden era of hip hop. Every time I see that, I think to myself, 112, where the players dwell, bro. Every time I see that, like, thank you, Christopher Wallace. But anyways, how y'all boys doing tonight? I mean, I know, Martin, you were busy. Ballgame, I know you were obviously busy today too. I don't know how much of a chance you guys had to look at the film that I sent you guys. We got a bunch of stuff to go over with Thompson too, a lot more than I had anticipated, to be real with you. Overall thoughts on the film. I mean, I for one thought, I mean, we're talking about it a little bit before we went live here. I, for one, thought it was up and down. There were clearly some anticipatory windows that he missed. You could tell the nerves. I mean, guys, I don't like. There was in my notes. There's periods where I use the word frantic and panic when I'm talking about him in the pocket. Like, it was clearly evident. Like, the nerves were real. The game speed was clearly a real thing for him. And I say when we got to that last drive when he made that nice seam throw to Gesicki, that was a very nice anticipatory throw. He saw the window, threw it there. It seemed like he started getting a little bit more comfortable as the game went by, but it was obviously way too little too late by the time. And the offensive line, now that we know the audibles and the shifts and the IDs are strictly on them under Frank Smith, they didn't do much help at sometimes too. But overall, what were you guys' thoughts on the film? Just your first glance over.
Go ahead, Martin.
Yeah, I honestly, man, I actually thought Skylar did relatively well considering the circumstances. Everyone knew that Tua was not going to participate in this game. Teddy Bridgewater, I would assume, got the majority of those reps. And I'm just saying, for the most part, nobody anticipated that first play out. Even Skylar Thompson, even when he was warming up, I was like, oh, no. Like, I felt bad for him because I knew what was going to happen. But regardless, I think he held his own. The Jets, and let's give it up to the Jets, man. They played a heck of a game. They did pretty much all they wanted throughout the entire game. I'm just saying. 324
of their yards. I want you to understand something. They had 324 offensive yards. 197 of those came from Breece Hall. We got beat by Breece Hall. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
And Jason Sanders continuing to be the most unreliable, overpaid guy from beyond 50.
Unbelievable. The reason I bring that up is because when you see the first quarter of that game, it was so lopsided in momentum. And just overall, like, it just felt like the Jets dominated.
Our defense held this in it.
Yeah, and again, Skylar, he just caught the short end of the draw, and he just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready that soon. That pretty much came on him. It was essentially the Justin Herbert situation. Like somebody I'm up. Okay, let me play. But he did look like a rookie, man, for the most part.
Let's relax, Herbert.
Yeah,
no.
That guy went in and performed in his
ever game, bro. I hear you, but I'm talking about the circumstances. The circumstances were almost mirror as far as I'm up. You know what I mean? Like that situation. So he just
kind of better.
He struggled.
Man, you should have used Willie Beeman. That was a better. Willie Beeman was the third string guy sitting on the bench.
And that's cool.
When that went down, bro. Bro, I gotta ask T-Firm.
that's
I
funny.
appreciate the donation, but I'm hoping this is shout out to my man, my brother M16, and not shots out to my man, my brother M16. As you can see, the whole shot M16 thing, it's creating a little bit of confusion. Appreciate you, the homie. But yeah, that's more Willie Beeman, bro. You remember Willie Beeman got shook in the first game too when he went out there? The game was fast for him, but I mean, the guy was athletic. He's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Anyways,
shout out G-Firm, man. Shout out G-Firm.
Anyways, ball game. What did you think of Skylar on Sunday?
I felt bad for him, to be honest with you. There's no way for you to ever be able to anticipate what transpired happening. I mean, you go into the game preparing with your backup, who should be capable enough to be able to go out and move this group of elite athletes up and down the field with no issues. And then first play of the game, he's knocked out the game, and it's clear to me now at this point that he was fine, but then they don't even allow the guy to come back. There's a whole other conspiracy thing that I think it's just another way of them punishing the Dolphins for this whole tampering thing.
Let me find my tinfoil hat. Hold on.
No. At the end of the day, Skylar went out and did what Skylar could do. You know what I mean? And under the circumstances, I think there's a lot of upside for this kid. But it's clear to me that there are 3 divisions in that quarterback room. One with Uno being at the top, Teddy being smack dab in the middle. Mid. Yeah, and then Skylar being
not
the
ready.
guy that, what I'm saying, eventually take over for Teddy.
We literally got let's talk about this ball game. Let's have this conversation, boys. We just had it backstage. Let's have it on air before we get into this.
Let's get it.
All right? Because we just kind of went over, Let's be honest. Tua gave us top 5 play.
Yep.
Mid Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Teddy Midwater. Let's call him that. Teddy Midwater. And then Skylar ain't he liked that, eh? And then Skylar ain't ready, right? And then Skylar just isn't ready, right?
Right.
So you look at this and it's like, man, remember the whole narrative? Well, the weapons are going to be why he's good this year. Well, I mean, we got a guy who gives us, we said this backstage, he gives us top 5 play in Tua. Well, these guys can't even give us top 20 play.
20 play. Right.
So what are we really talking about?
It's not the weapons.
Here? No, it's not the weapons.
It's clearly not the weapons. What it comes down to is
he turned into the point guard.
Right.
He's the point guard of this offense. Yeah, sir, man.
He gets everybody else involved to make sure that their alignment, their assignments, and the ball put in places that only they can get it to make them shine and help them be better athletes and be the best version of themselves. That's a hard act to follow. I don't care what most people think about Tua. I really don't. I think at the end of the day, anybody that's out there that doesn't like what he brings to the table, you're definitely a hater at this point, because you can clearly see that neither of the other 2 guys that are on the roster behind him can go out and move this group like he can. And the body language of the entire group was completely different going.
That's true. That's true, man.
It's clearly his team, right?
Bro,
I mean,
if you were to give him Mosert's performance, 18 carries for 113 yards, you know what Tua would have done with that?
Yeah, it's cool.
W, buddy. He would have put it on the board. Why? Why can't he ever get this stuff, man? Like, we always why doesn't he ever get these blessings? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the issue might be, bro, like real talk, like
what Tua would have done off play action with that guy putting up what he's putting on the ground? He would have killed them.
Yeah, I know for me, when you galvanize yourself to your quarterback, you want your quarterback to be able to go out and shut people up, right? And I think the previous games, they might have just gone too much to the pass to try to put that point across to people, and then didn't focus on the run as much. But they clearly focused on the run early in this game a lot more. And if they were to go out and do that once he comes back, I think then those types of performances that you're talking about, those will be the ones that everybody will get to see, and then that will move the needle for a lot of people, because then you got the balance across. And I just don't know, if McDaniels was thinking far enough ahead to think to himself, like, I got to balance this thing out, because they need to be able to respect both aspects of our offense, the run and the pass. And early on, there was more pass than run. Yeah, So I chalk that up to some degree to a lack of experience at the head coaching at the head coaching spot, but I think he'll figure that out as well. You know, Mostert is ready. He looks extremely well. He looks
this guy stays healthy.
Yeah, man. So
we got something, baby. And Chase, that I'm sorry, Mostert and Gaskin.
Yeah, not even close.
Edmonds left bench, sir. After what we saw, like he's had some key drops. He's had key drops against Skylar. Let's be honest, Martin. We talked about this privately and we talked about it publicly. We are both pretty much in agreement that Tua probably would have been pushing the ball the way he was after that first drive against the Bengals if Edmonds would have caught the freaking football in the end zone, because we would have been a field goal away from going up instead of having to get a touchdown to go up, right? And he's clearly trying to push and get that, because we all knew the Burrow thing was in the back of his mind. And Edmonds has, I got to say this, guys, there's a couple times I wrote my notes, man. Awful, disappointment. I mean, I don't know what other adjectives are we coming up here for describing Edmonds' play since he's arrived here. It's been underwhelming to say the least, my friend.
I mean, but there's no other way to depict it other than what it truly is. Like, we don't cut.
Gaskin was showing better vision in him than this offense.
We don't cut corners, man. What you show us is what we evaluate you on. You know what I mean? I don't think there's no favorites. We cut it like it is. It is what it is. The guy's been horrible up to this point. Maybe Edmonds be the guy, and he's in his feelings. I don't know.
Edmonds in week one.
Hold on.
I am a little bit, because Edmonds in week one, he was clearly one of our best pass catchers against the Patriots. You know, he converted on a lot of first downs. He was consistent, but
what have you done for me lately?
Right, and he's had a series of games where I think it's just lingering in the back of his mind, like, damn. You know, I'm messing up. You know, and
he got in if he can't let it go.
And he
right.
What do we say, Martin? Your best play is your next play.
Right, for sure.
And the problem with him is he's supposed to be that pass catching specialist you were just talking about.
True.
That was supposed to be what he was holding on with. His hands have turned into butterfingers, right? Bart Simpson out here is promoting his hands now. And let's be honest, from the flashes we saw with Gaskin. You like that?
Yeah,
from the flashes we saw with Gaskins, I know everyone remembers that. From the flashes we saw with Gaskin even offers us more vision-wise as a runner, finding the creases, finding the holes. Like, and he can still catch the ball, and he's a quick little mofo.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad when I actually get to a point where I say I prefer to see Gaskins in there backing up most of them.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't really care for Gaskins at all, but I'd trust Gaskins over Edmonds any day right now.
Right now, yeah. I agree. Because Gaskin carried that. Listen, we all know he was terrible after contact, but last year. But at least he tried to carry the running back one load, and you know what I mean. He's even in this new offense and what we've seen in the preseason, and now the first snaps we just saw. He looks like he has an understanding, vision wise, more of this offense than Edmonds does. Like, he just knew where the creases were going to be. He was running.
Man.
Edmonds has really struggled running the football, right? Like, we can all agree on that, right? Take away his passing in game one that you want to hold on to for dear life right now, because that was 4 weeks ago. Can we not agree as a running back? He's been running back now, like running the football. He's been a pretty big disappointment, right?
But
like, he's kind of turning into Gesicki. If he's out there, they know we're probably passing it. Am I wrong?
And not 100% right, man. And to be honest, when you look at Raheem Mostert's production, right?
Love this
for the last couple games.
Do you hear my nickname?
What? Nah.
Raheem the Dream Mostert, baby. Let's go. All right. Every time I see that speed, am I dreaming? You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm with you, but Mostert does have a leg up on every running back in this offense because he's so familiar with the blocking scheme, the system, where the landmarks are, like how patient you have to be to the whole. Yeah. Go ahead, Ballgame.
My thing though is that like they all had a while, bro, that he was on the shelf to figure out exactly who's gonna, you know what I mean?
That's
like
a good point.
They got all the line shares of the reps, they got all of the looks, and No one clearly fought hard enough to get
even
the
came
spot.
close.
He came back and immediately just took over. Like
that's true. That's very true.
They wanted it bad enough. They were comfortable coming down, getting the tax-free money, and now
that's true
because the ball hitting you clearly in your hands. If nothing else, just catch the ball, bro. If you
for no gain, just catch it.
In the drive. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing we asked you to do, and you didn't even do that. And that's the one thing you were supposed to be coming in to be able to do well. So
we paid you for.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah,
and especially listen, I get the touchdown against Tua because Tua will throw them. Skylar needed you to make a few catches in that game, and you didn't make them for him. And that's a rookie QB where you got to make those catches because you gotta
help him out.
But you got to help him out as much. This is a kid trying to catch up to all that's going on right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Edmonds is, and Mike makes a good point. You can tell the Dolphins are collapsing in on themselves. I mean, look at the list right now. Here's the thing: we're not just missing jabronis. Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, Teron Armstead, right? Tua Tagovailoa. Listen, people try to say, well, you didn't complain when the Bills were dealing with their injuries. Were the Bills missing Josh Allen? Were the Ravens missing Lamar Jackson? Listen, you can win games with key injuries, usually as long as it's not the quarterback. Right?
Yeah,
other guys can step up if your quarterback can still do his thing. But we're learning right now that I'm sorry, as this
team
offense beats, Tua is the heart. Right now, Tua is the heart. You can have all these pretty overpaid, well, not overpaid because Tyreek's worth every goddamn cent. You can have all these nicely paid, all these nice shiny toys, but we're learning right now that if you don't got Uno,
it doesn't work. Yeah, he's the fuel to the engine, man.
Yeah, man.
He's the fuel, man.
How the tables have turned on the haters right now.
No, man. It's all Dolphins. So I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. But Skylar clearly looked overwhelmed.
Yeah,
he's as a first year guy, man. He's
not ready yet.
It was evident, you know.
And then people were like, "Well, look at Tua's first game."
Not even close.
The goddamn Los Angeles Rams, bro. Are we even comparing those defenses right now? Show me the Jalen Ramsey or the Aaron Donald over there right now. Please. Right now. Unbelievable when I heard that. I was like, oh my God.
But to be fair too, you know, the New York Jets have a collective of good names on that defense, but they're not a real
no. If Jonathan Franklin Myers was causing the problems he was causing at one point in this game, what do you think those guys over there would have done? Because they still got rockers and stuff too. They still got good guys over there with Aaron Donald. They don't got jabronis. What do you think those guys would have done? Oh my God!
Hey man, this was a classic case of Teddy made no hot read. He didn't change any protection. They got his ass up out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, and they was like, blood in the water. Let's go. Blood in the water. Now's our time. If we want to ever have a shot at getting these dudes, this is it. We can't fuck this up. And they did everything the right way. They pounded the rock, bro. They pounded. They shortened up the field for Wilson. They made sure that he didn't make any mistakes. He didn't put himself in a position to make any mistakes, and they kept pounding the rock.
Yeah, they gave high percentage throws, yeah. And, dude, even with as much as Skylar left on the table, we were still a Jason Sanders field goal away from making that 2019. And then instead of them getting the ball on, I believe, their own 40, and then they throw it to our 35 to Corey Davis, they're all of a sudden on their own 25 after the kickoff. And it's a totally different ball game. Now you got to push it with Zach. So, listen, again, Sanders, you got to do your job, bud. You got paid. Your rookie quarterback needs you to help him out here. You got to do the job. Because let's be honest, how many times are you going to see a rookie quarterback draw as many big DPIs as this guy drew? Oh,
hey, man,
he 3 key ones, man, that were shifted field position.
The NFL in a really crazy space right now anyway, man. When they got, Tom Brady getting tucked in like he getting put in for bed by Grady Jarrett, and he's just calling it freaking
roughing the passer.
Man.
Did not put a pillow under Tom Brady's head.
And Derek Carr, the guy is clearly taking Derek Carr to the ground, but he's trying to shift his body not to land on him, and they call
right.
Like this, they gotta do something, man. This game is getting way out of hand.
I said it. Make the quarterback position a flag football position, bro.
That's it.
Nah, man. If I was the NFL, I'd say F it, bring it back to the 80s. Let Lawrence Taylor hit everybody. Let Mike Singletary hit everybody. Ronnie Lott.
I'd love that.
Bring that back, man.
Got to balance out the money then, because when they started paying these dudes all this top money, that's where they went wrong at. Because now they're looking at these guys. These guys are no longer football players; they're franchise faces. You feel me?
Dude, can you hold on?
They took all of that off the table.
Do you know what Lawrence Taylor would be under 2022 methods of training and the resources? Bro, dude, there wouldn't be too many quarterbacks wouldn't see their second freaking contract, bro. They would never get paid $40 million. These guys would be like, in wheelchairs being fed with, applesauce with a spoon by the age of 30. Oh, the age of 30, bro.
He'd be the most frustrated motherfucker on the field right now, though, because you can't even blow hard on these motherfuckers.
I will say, like Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is one of those rare players in today's game.
A certain guy they'll give away because he's built the rap.
Yeah. They let him slide with those, kind of aggressive tackles.
He's a premier guy.
He manhandles people. Yeah, like that. That's what we see.
TJ Watt do that too.
Right, TJ, Micah Parsons. Yeah, they let those guys play.
We was out today. He said, "Man, we might as well just go ahead and just play legalized tag football."
Man,
we can't. Today. He was like, "NFL, y'all. I don't even know this game anymore. I didn't sign up to play this." Yeah, I know. I got it. I caught it. Hey, I got it already.
But straight up, man, I'm glad that I'm not glad that Tua's injured, but it gives us an opportunity to really see what this team really is, because all the hype after we beat the Bills was that the Dolphins are the #1 team in the NFL. And they were kind of excluding the idea, right. So that's what I mean by this is kind of right. This is kind of highlighting the reality that without Tua, bro, this team ain't what it's supposed to be, bro. Like straight up.
Without Mahomes and the Bucks, right. Brady and the Packers.
Tua.
Tell him, Jim.
Tua's elevating it. Yeah.
Jim tells you Tua covers a lot of warts.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the offensive line.
That's real.
We knew that. Everybody else seems to be surprised by it, but we knew that. We know what he brings to the table. We've been watching him for a while, breaking him down.
His pocket awareness, his feeling for the pocket, his quick release, his quick decision making. You really saw it at a lot of periods in this game with Skylar, where if he would have had those traits, the ball would have been out and he probably would have been safe. So, all right,
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Let's get into this. Somebody do the neck crack, and you know what I mean. And I can say this too. We'll get into it. I'm sure somewhere else, but guys, Javon Holland. What
looking bad, bro.
Whew. It's tough this year with Javon Holland.
Is he? Do you think he's pressing as well? Trying to live up to.
You want to hear something? I saw a stat today. We are 25th in the NFL in missed tackles. We haven't been in the top 20 since 2016 when we were 20th. We've been dealing with missed tackles issues for almost 7 years now. Just saying.
Not surprising.
Too aggressive, man.
Ballgame just disappeared like Ghost Dad. He's out of here like Cosby. Classic. Y'all remember that movie? That movie's classic. All right, let's do this.
Ghost Dad.
Yeah, now you know Ghost Dad was slipping Quaaludes into everyone's Kool-Aid.
Damn.
You like that bite, Mike? I mean,
just ruining childhoods, bro.
Classic. All right. Let's get to it. I think Ballgame, you got that echo going on. All right. So, yeah. Let me see. Oh, you both muted yourself. Yeah, it was Ballgame had the echo. All right, let's do this. Dolphins are pushed up against the goal line in 12 personnel. Skylar is under center. Mostert's the single back, 2 receivers. Stacked to the right. And is that Gesicki in a 3-point stance?
I hope not.
For the second week in a row to the left side? Oh, my. Cover 3 for the Jets, with the safety moving up to the box as Hill motions.
Yeah, he rolled 3
right there. Yeah, rolled 3. Boom. And play action. Skylar takes Hill in the flats. Get it out quick and in the hands of your best playmakers when backed up. Hey, good decision.
Good
you don't just get it out quick. That's what you want to do with your young kid, right?
Especially when you're backed up like this. This is just the most unfavorable situation for a guy like this to come in. But he made a very good play off rip. I liked it.
If only we could do that. Remember a couple weeks ago when we couldn't get a couple yards in front of our own goal line against the Bills? Hey, man.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good.
You're
good. All right, 11 personnel. Skylar under center. Trips right. With 2 of the receivers stacked tight right. Mozart is the single back. Cover 1 press for the Jets here. You got guys watch at the bottom of the screen. Yo, Hill, when you actually watch this playback, because this is going to be the I think this is the first DPI, right? Right? Yo, Hill roast sauce. He's got him. He has got you've got Tyreek in for 6 all day with proper touch and ball placement. And I mean, I'll pause it for y'all and you'll see. Gone. He's gone. Like, you're gone. You bucket that outside shoulder towards the sideline, Tyreek's taking that for 6 all day. Tua makes that throw. I mean, what do you want me to say? Tua makes that throw, the ball. Now, what you're going to see here, Hill realizes the ball is underthrown. He's actually going to stop, adjust his body, and that's going to allow Sauce to go over top of him. And he
draws the DPI.
And that's how he draws the DPI. So smart body position here. Look at boom. Really smart veteran play by Tyreek. He realizes he's not hitting me in the stride. This is how I'm going to make that play. And great play. Great play by Tyreek. But, man, that's, guys.
It's on the throw.
That's a Tua bucket shot. I mean... None of them air under that really at all, too. So
and again, that type of throw comes with reps, if you ask me.
Exactly.
And when you see when you see a cover 1 as a quarterback, and you know you have a guy streaking down the field, you don't waste any type of motions in the backfield when it comes to your drop step. He just took too long. He took too long to set, and it cost him a potential big play touchdown. So. But good thing for Tyreek Hill, he played the ball well, and he drew the defensive pass interference. So
because he gets to the top of his drop and he has like a little hitch step, right? Watch
exactly that's what threw it off.
Yeah, his hitch step at the top of his drop right there.
Yeah, right that threw it off. That threw it off. Yeah. You see a man coverage press. There is no hitch step in that drop back. But he's still getting comfortable in the groove of things, and he's a natural hitch stepper. Yeah. So that's why it came out like that. But normally when he has more reps, he knows he never hitches on that one. Man free coverage. Just make the throw as soon as your plant foot hits the ground and hit him in stride.
Exactly. Now you got Skylar in the gun. 21 personnel from Miami, 2x1 receiver set with Ingold as the lone receiver at the bottom of the screen. It's like a cover 6-4-2 for the Jets. Mostert's going to motion. Skylar's going to want Hill on the dig, but he's flushed out to his left. Tries to hit Waddle on that left sideline. And Will Parks, guys, Dolphin fans might remember him, almost makes a play on it. Right here, you just got to throw it away. Just got to throw that away. If you're going to look at right here, watch Teron Armstead. He'll be on the right of your screen, the left tackle. Jacob Martin, has him on his skates a little bit here.
Man.
Right, boom. You can tell the toe, right? So just throw that away, man. Look at he tried to force that to Waddle over top, and Parks was underneath it. That's what he's trying. He's not even trying to throw to the sideline here. He's trying to throw. Yeah, you got to just throw that away, brother. Come on. Dangerous.
A wide 9 always gives us problems, man.
Yeah. Gotta throw that away, bro. Gotta throw that
Mhm.
away. 21 personnel for the Dolphins. Craycraft is going to motion out of the trips to the left. Skylar's in the gun. Right there. Edmonds to his right. The quarters look. And Skylar's going to hit Edmonds on the stab route, and it's through his hands for an incompletion. Edmonds, get your fingers off my butterfinger right there. He's just been. This is my first note. He's been rough to watch. I would have now if you would want my honest. Now, see again, we don't know the play call. We don't know where the progressions go. But I would have actually preferred Waddle in the left flats on the out, and look at this. He does an out and right there.
Yeah,
right there. I would have preferred him in that left side, sorry, not the flats. I would have preferred him on that left side though.
But like you said, for all we know, it was just a part of his.
Yeah.
It was probably just a part of his progression.
Yeah, but you got to catch that.
Yeah.
And the only pushback I'll give on this one is as a quarterback, you should know your targets, right?
Yeah.
Wide receivers are different than tight ends. Tight ends are different than running backs and fullbacks, right?
Right into his hands,
exactly. I thought he kind of put a little bit too much mustard on this one. So like as far as a short. Just get it to him type of pass.
I actually said that while we were live. I said you gotta touch that more. He just zinged it.
Yeah. He has to put a little bit more feather on that, so it can just be an easy completion.
Yeah,
potentially. Yeah. I think so. He was just really jacked up, bro. He's playing in an NFL game. It's real.
It's real out here.
I'm telling you, man.
Empty backfield now. For Miami, Skylar in the gun, quarters for the Jets. Armstead's going to try to keep Carl Lawson wide and arc him out. He's going to actually end up drawing the penalty. Skylar's going to step up and take off, opening up a huge first down with the 12-yard scramble on 3rd and 10. But again, Armstead called for that holding. And you hate it. This is where you got to help your guy out. You need to let him get this play. This would have been huge for Skylar's confidence. And look at where the ball would have been. We would have got past midfield, right? Just an inopportune time to take this penalty. Very inopportune time to take that penalty. But man, I like seeing the movement there. You know what I mean? And I like the awareness I see there from Skylar.
Right. He knew the down and distance. Yeah. Nobody was really open. He just took a shot when it came to the scramble. So that was a good play by him. But like you're saying, man, Teron Armstead, bro. The injury. I think it's just it has finally caught up to him as far as now it's affecting his play, because he normally never really gets beat like that. So, it's a little bit of a struggle, but
Lawson had a lot to prove though because he missed all of last year with the injury. So that guy.
Very true, Carl Lawson. Yeah, man.
All right, Dolphins and 11 personnel. Skylar's in the gun. Moser to his left, 2-by-1 set.
Kind of a cover 2 look, but it looks like it could potentially be a cloud 6, 24.
Yeah, I got 20. I got 24 cover 6. That's in my notes here. This is a dangerous throw here after the Edmonds motion. With Skylar looking for Sherfield, and there's even a miscommunication on the route. Sherfield doesn't even look back. Watch this, guys. I want you to watch both receivers on the out. I don't know if you guys notice this when you watch this play. They're both running dummy routes, so they don't look back. And then while this is supposed to be an underneath play, right? You're going to have to come over on a little short dig, and then you're going to have an out from Hill underneath. Look at this. Watch. Look at both of them blocking. Neither one are looking. And he throws to the third field, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the play. He just doesn't.
Exactly.
Doesn't know the play, what's going on here, and what can you do here? The install's already done. This is the most scripted drive of the game, right? This is our most scripted drive of the game. He just doesn't know the concepts here, and you got the short out by Hill underneath, and the short in from Gesicki, but he just doesn't see that Cedric and Sherfield are running dummy routes.
This just affirms the theory that mental reps are nowhere near than the live reps. Exactly. Yeah. And he clearly had a brain fart right there. That the entire offensive line right here is screaming, scream. That was a screenplay, and he just didn't throw the screen. Ricky brain fart, bro. That's all I can boil that down to. That's as rookie as it gets right there. So, tough play.
Definitely tough play. So now we got Gesicki motioning to the right here. We got an empty 3x2 set. They got we got Skylar in the gun, cover one press for the Jets, and this is just a quick screen to Hill, and Hill tries to make something out of nothing, but it's swallowed up pretty quickly.
And not to keep jumping on Skylar, right? Because we're trying not to do that. He's a rookie, but that delay right there, he literally got bust out the screen when you saw him get hit like that.
Yeah.
But that play right there, you cannot hold on to the ball for too long.
No.
There, it's like Tyreek Hill should normally catch that football just above the 30-yard line. You see where the 30 is?
Yeah, right.
He needs to catch it like right there because there's a tunnel for him to run through once he catches it at that area. But Skylar held on to the football, a little bit longer than he probably should have. Again, everything about Skylar's throws was just off in timing. And obviously timing and execution of a play comes with repetition, and he just hasn't had it, man. So he's been thrown into an absolute inferno, not even a fire, bro. This is bad, man.
And
this is bad.
And this guy's out here loving his life. So you see Sauce putting his arms up as he's just throwing this guy.
Bro, Sauce Gardner, bro. He's better than I thought, to be honest, bro.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
He is, for sure. All right. 3x1 receiver set. Dolphins 11 personnel. Skylar on the gun. Mostert to his right. Jets are going to roll into cover 3 at the snap. Skylar's going to take Sherfield on the quick hitch for the completion. See, the problem is this was on 3rd down and short of 6. But the thing is, it's the right read and throw, because if you go back and you watch Hill and his slant, Hill's going to run like a slant here. He's actually got a defender underneath. They tried to trap him here on Hill, right? Like, look at this linebacker overneath is just waiting for you to make that throw to Hill. So you can't throw that. So he's got to take what the defense gives him. It's short of the sticks. Defense crashes and stops him up. And boom. Boom.
Is Ballgame all right?
Ballgame in the zone.
Yeah, how about going on over here, man?
Oh yeah,
something. The lights flickering, the power going back and forth. So.
Oh Lord, your house ain't haunted, is it, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you build that on an Indian burial ground, bro?
Oh Lord, God forbid, bro. That's the last thing you want to see.
Ballgame looks shook. I didn't even notice him. What's going on, Ballgame?
I don't know,
man.
Hey man, you got your rosemary beads. What is it, man? The rosary beads. Hey man, bring out the rosary beads, bro. Just hold on to them things. You'll be all right.
The Lord's Prayer.
Hey, for real.
All right, so
dealing with some spirits over here.
Lord have mercy.
10 personnel for the Dolphins. Sherfield motions. It was originally a 2x2 set, but you see him motioning. Cover 6. 2-4. And this is just, again, a quick screen. 2 Tyreek. Short gain. Not enough awkward jerseys, bro. Let's count the Jets defenders to the awkward jerseys. All right, 5 on 3, you're not gonna win. So
but at least Tyreek, trying to get some good game. The only thing I'll knock him on is, bro, you got to keep that out. You got to keep that to the outside.
I love to the outside. Yeah.
Because I love Sherfield's willingness to block downfield. That's something that Coach McDaniels emphasizes all the time, and he's one of those type of players that is just a professional.
You gotta be sure where you're going, who you're getting though.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is? Because I thought about this, because I have the same thing in my notes. You know what I think it is, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to shake that guy and bust it. Like, he's a smart player and he's fast. I kept trying to understand why aren't you kicking this out to the left up the sideline, because Sherfield's block might even take out that high man.
But if he cut inside, he bust that one, he gone.
Look at that! Look at all the space up that left side, man.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
I don't know. And then you took that hit.
A hell of a hit.
Yeah, it was a nasty looking hit too.
Who is that was hitting like that, man? Was that Ashton or was that
I didn't see.
Was that
who was it? Let me see.
They signed the guy from the Buccaneers, bro. I forget his name all the time.
Whitehead.
Yeah. Jordan Whitehead be busting, bro.
Was that him?
I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't number 3. Yeah.
Yeah. That was Jordan Whitehead.
That dude, even when he was with the Bucs, that dude, he lays it. Yeah, he can hit.
Did you guys notice that Tyreek took some big hits in this game, eh?
Yep.
He did.
He took some big hits in this game. Split back shotgun look for the Dolphins out of 21 personnel. Look at, you gotta love the 3-point stances, the tight ends and the 3-point stances. Love it.
Finally, right? Play your position.
Out of the stack, cover 1. Skylar takes Hill on the quick hitch, and because you know why? Will Parks bailed to the flats. If you watch this, he bails to the flats right there. He sees the opening. Good throw by Skylar there. See it. I like it. I like this because he notices Will bail to the flats, sees his hitch there is open, and boom, money. Now
that's a good concept too.
It is, but I will say this, if you could anticipate the the second level a little bit better, that's Tanner Connor right there, eh?
I'm curious, right? Tanner Connor is
Tanner? I think it's Tanner. Or is that Gesicki?
I think so.
Yeah, it's Tanner.
I think it's Tanner with the long sleeves.
Yeah, it is.
Look, and he took Shaheen's number. I was like, who's number 80? But yeah. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. I think Tanner Connor, the reason why he was kept on the roster as a 5th tight end, I think they want to do that type of NASCAR offense with a big, fast receiver. And Tanner Connor is extremely fast for his size, bro. Yeah, and when you have Tyreek and you still have Waddle, it's an interesting, dynamic as far as defensively how you guard that. And now they're trying to work him in, bro. When Tua gets back, I don't know, man. This might be interesting to watch, bro, as far as Tanner Connor's development.
Yeah, he like 89 speed on Madden, but he got a 52 overall.
Yeah, because he's still learning the position. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Guys, by the way, smash that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button. Help us out with our friend algorithm. All right. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. That also was for a first down on that quick hitch, so we'll take it. Now we are in 12 personnel for the Dolphins. Skylar in the gun, Moser to his left. Cover 6, 2-4 for the Jets. Hill's gonna motion to his left right there. I don't like the play call here, guys, and I'm gonna tell you why before they snap the ball. This is a tough spot here for Skylar because there's only really a 3rd level reads, as even Moser is covered well out of the backfield. Now he's gonna manage to draw a flag on the coverage here, but look at the reads. They're all deep. Like, this is all deep stuff. This is, you know what I mean? And now look at Hill draws the flag here on that deep out. But I don't like that you're not giving him anything underneath with space, and they're giving you the underneath. Look at all this space underneath, and they're giving you the underneath, but you're just running. Look at all the deep stuff. It's all deep stuff right here.
And I get Mike McDaniel taking advantage of a strong arm quarterback that has fast receivers, but man, the offensive line isn't helping them out. Yeah. No. They have to start, or not they have to start, but they should have definitely considered, getting the ball out a lot quicker than what they did in this game.
And that was a good pocket, but everything was just so deep downfield where it was like, and look what they're running. Let's go back. I mean, they're running like 2-4, right? Cover 6 on this.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do here with all this deep stuff and nothing underneath? Look at
it's all basically quarters. Yeah, basically quarters.
It's all taken away. Yeah. It's all taken away.
There isn't much you can do. Everything underneath is wide open, but like how you just said, it's all deep concepts. Which one?
Right there at the 50, and then coming down on the dig route. What was that?
The hill.
Is that Waddle?
Oh no, you're talking about the other side of the field?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the right.
Is that Waddle?
I think it's Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
He was moving.
Oh yeah, I like that.
No, it's Waddle. Is it Waddle?
That's Waddle.
That's Waddle.
Let me see. We'll see right here.
I'm about to say, 11 and 17 look kind of similar at the sideline view.
We'll see right here.
No, I think that's it.
I think it looks like 7 to me.
Let's see.
I don't think Cedric that fast.
See, that looks like a 7 right there. That looks like a 7.
That's Waddle.
Okay, yeah, I think that's Waddle.
Man.
Fast.
Yeah. But look at this. Like, come on, man. You're giving this guy only high level throw options. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You can't do him like that, man.
I agree.
Empty set for the Dolphins. 3x2. Cover 4. Good protection. Skylar gets happy feet. Watch Skylar get happy feet hard. Look at this. Whoop, where do I go? Dangerous throw, my God. and if you look at it, watch this. Because all you got to do is move up in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He got Hill over the middle of the field on his skinny post, but he sees it too late when he's panicking. Watch Hill on the post over the middle.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
But you're panicking and it's gone. And then, oh my God, makes that dangerous throw to Waddle. Falling away with a linebacker underneath. Like
on third down.
This is a freaking prayer right here. Oh my God. And Waddle had to pivot back because it was actually a drag. Oh my God.
That was a wild throw, man. But I'm glad it worked out because that was third down and they kept the chains moving. So
please no more. Please no more.
I'm with you, man. Structure is better.
Dolphins in 11 personnel. Mostert the single back with Skylar now under center.
Kind of got quarters coverage right there. Looks like.
Yep, that's what I got. Craycraft motions to the right. Skylar's arm gets hit as he tries to target Craycraft off that motion. Sauce Gardner, first career INT. You know, that's a tough throw even without the batted arm. I just got to say, because especially when you look at how off he's playing it, look at how off Sauce is playing this throw. Like, that's a tough throw even with. You know, look at how quickly he just flips his hips and boom. Like,
yeah, but there was enough space to fit that in there with like one of those zip passes. You know what I mean? But the pressure got in there because Raheem Mostert bumped off his blocker.
Yeah.
And the guy came in damn near scot-free and knocked him off balance, man. Yeah, man.
Those comeback throws are always so dangerous if not everything goes right.
I agree.
Like, they're very easy for DBs to break on if everything doesn't go right for you, man. If you're not, those are like high level timing throws, man. Anyways, enough of my TED talk about comeback throws. Dolphins 12 personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the left, Skylar gun, Moser to his left. Jets are actually going to shift to like a cover 3 with the motion. Skylar wants a deep shot here. Tanner Connor was wide open on the second level. But Skylar doesn't anticipate the window and instead checks down to Smythe, who leaks out after blocking. Again, you know, you're going to see this a few more times pop up. You just got to get used to the game speed and anticipating windows. I mean,
exactly.
Look, you got to anticipate that. I mean, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's just like how you just broke it down. It's just a miss, and it's based off of not having enough reps. Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, I think Skylar's gonna watch this film and understand that what.
There. At least he was looking in the right direction.
Right, and obviously the first hitch up, you would want to just uncork it right there in the middle of the field.
He pumped it, right? Like he didn't trust.
He pumped it, right? Exactly.
He didn't trust his read, bro. That's what
exactly.
happened.
Yeah, and it was there, but you know what? I'll still take that dump off, that check down right there, because it's still a positive game. But this is something that Skylar is gonna have to watch film and critique himself on. Being a little more aggressive, especially when it comes to throwing into zone coverages like that. So he'll see it eventually.
The game will slow down one day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's keep it rolling. Dolphins in 11 personnel. I believe that's Gesicki's the wing back to the right. Two receivers stacked to that side. One to the left. Skylar in the gun. Edmonds to his left. Jets in a 2-4 cover 6. Motion by Sherfield to the left. In a play action. Skylar takes Edmonds coming out of the backfield, who drops it and continues to disappoint. The sad thing, too, is I will say this. Decent pocket. And he didn't go through his progressions. Look at the bottom, Sherfield and all that space. But he was decided on Sherfield, on Edmonds leaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Edmonds,
which is not a bad. Yeah,
Edmonds got to make the catch. You got to quarterback out, man.
Exactly, and I get it's a difficult catch right there as far as the location of the football. But man, you're a high level pass catcher, supposedly, coming out the backfield. You have to make that catch, man. That's exactly what you paid him for. So
no excuses.
Yeah, man. He was in the doghouse after halftime, bro. That was
right. And the worst thing that happened to him, bro, is Gaskin performed with the opportunities.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he took advantage of all his reps, bro.
So, all right.
Shout out to Gaskin wearing number 3 too.
Shut up, Gaskin thing. Lynn, you're out of here. All right, I got your number.
He's like, you on? I got it.
All right. Dolphins in 11 personnel, trips left, one receiver to the right, Sky on the gun, Moser to his right. Jets are going to fake a roll up into cover 3 here, and instead they're going to stay in a 2-4 cover 6 look. Watch the fake roll. Take it back.
Smart.
Moser is all alone leaking into the right flat, but Skylar takes a tough throw. Hill on his out route towards the sideline that goes through Reed's hands for the reception by Reek. Bro, my dangerous throw, man. This guy, his nickname this game for me was Living Dangerously. Bro, this guy was just dangerous, bro. Look at this. I mean,
that throw was definitely risky, but the completion was beautiful. You know, when it comes to that the arm, the arm talent to get it over there, this is one of his better throws in the game as far as placement. But I'm with you, bro. That is just hella risky across the field, but he made it work. He made it work out.
What do you think about Florida Born? Florida Born says just go get Christian McCaffrey and pair him with Mozart.
That'll be intriguing. It would be, but the cost might be too much.
Don DeHula with a very interesting comparison got me thinking. Let's see this. Skylar is a poor man's Davis Mills.
Bruh, that's funny.
Hey, bro.
Because Davis Mills is a poor man's son.
Is he wrong though right now? Is he wrong though right now? That's actually
so funny,
that
bro.
might be very accurate, bro. Right now, at least. Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah, that's mad funny, bro.
Oh my god, that's Chris says Gesicki in a 4th for Christian McCaffrey. Florida Born says if the shoe fits.
That's interesting.
Skylar. Right. Bro, I actually like that comp. I ain't even hating on that comp, bro. I'm not even
that is funny, man. What
were you gonna say? It's funny because Davis Mills is a poor man's what?
No, I'm just saying you can pick any quarterback. He's just a poor man's version of it, of like a legit NFL starter. But I still like Davis though, man. He's a professional. I like professional quarterbacks that execute game plans and moves the football, puts their team in position to score. You know, I like that. But as far as talent and et cetera, you know, it is what it is.
I agree. Dolphins and 11 personnel. Skylar in the gun. Mostert to his left.
That looks like a cloud 6 again. 2-4. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I believe Sherfield's going to motion to the left right there. And this is, again, a miscommunication with Mostert, who seems to be running a flat route. And look at this guy. I don't know what he's throwing. Skylar because he goes inside shoulder on him like he's supposed to run a stab or something. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's throwing it like
an angle in.
Yeah, an angle in or a stab. And this guy's running a flat and dangerously.
Maybe it is an option route for the running back. Obviously when it pertains to the defender, that you have an option. Either you run the stab route or the angle in, or you run the flat route, depending on how the defender defends you. And it was like how you said, miscommunication more.
Do you think it was an option?
I think so. I think that because that can always boil down to just are you all on the same page? You know what I mean, as far as the decision is concerned. So.
Franklin Lejeune, Skylar reminds me of a version of Flacco passes prime Flacco, though. Ouch. Yo, I don't know. Passes prime Flacco with these Jets was putting up 300+ yards, so I don't know about that, bro.
Hey, man. Can y'all please give this
Skylar develop?
I know, man. Like he is a rookie. Obviously, he's older. Like he's an older guy.
Yeah,
so
he's like 25, right?
Yeah, like he's up there in age, but like NFL experience is real. You need reps, you need game reps, and he just doesn't have them yet. So let him see it.
And he's in a position. He plays a position where it's hard to get those reps in his current depth chart position. It's hard to get those reps, man.
Exactly.
This guy's gonna, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, right? So, anyways, Skylar. All right, so this is again an empty set right here, 3x2. Skylar in the gun, cover 6-2-4 for the Jets, but they're gonna roll into like a quarters post snap. Skylar's gonna hit Tyreek on the skinny post for a completion, and Tyreek takes another big hit.
Yeah,
I think this may have been what caused that ankle injury that put him in the boot. Because watch how low this hit is, right? And look at it.
Yeah,
right there.
I was concerned. After that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but still, good read, good throw, good timing. This is what again another one of his better throws in this game, where it's just about him getting in rhythm, getting used to those type of receivers that appear in windows instantaneously, and you just have to figure out the overall rhythm of it, man. I like that. I like that from Skylar.
All right, 11 personnel for the Dolphins. Skylar in the gun, Mostert to his left. Skylar is going to take Mostert in the flats, who's going to step out of bounds before he gets in for the score. The only other matchup I liked is you see over the middle here, Tyreek's in a one-on-one, and if he were to turn the corner on his right there, if you were to hit him and he turned that corner, he's in for a score. But I still think this is a good decision, good throw. I still totally agree with it. Smythe obviously ends up punching it in soon after this, and the game is now 19-14 for the Jets, but this is right before the end of the first half.
And the reason we might have to, brush our shoulder off or pop our collar or something. I'm telling you right now, they might be listening to us, bro, because we were having a fit when Tua did the quarterback sneak against the Bills on the 1 yard line, and he got injured. So now they did that trick play where they put a tight end under there, with Smythe, and he basically got it in there. Those are the type of plays you want to run, man. You don't never want to put your quarterback in that type of jeopardy, bro, because you never know what the outcome is going to be.
Especially now when you don't have Teddy or Tua.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
So that was a very smart play to run before the half. So,
All right. So now we are the Dolphins. This is the first drive for the Dolphins to start the second half. It's 19-14. Obviously, we just said Durham Smythe just punched it in after Mostert couldn't get it in on that last pass play. So we got 21 personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left, Skylar on the gun, Mostert to his left. Cover 4 for the Jets. They'll switch to more of a cover 3 post snap as the safety is going to move up towards the box. Skylar's going to find Hill on the quick hitch for the completion. Had good protection with Mostert leaking into those left flats, though, bro. And the thing is about Mostert leading leaking onto those flats is Ingold is at the bottom of your screen as the lead blocker, right?
Caveat, yeah.
Right? And look at, if you get that to him, boom, all of a sudden. But, hey, I ain't going to hate on it. And he's even got Sherfield. Look at Sherfield over the middle, right there on the post, released. You know what I mean? So, but hey, I ain't going to hate on it because it got near the sticks. And you completed the football, and this is just about this kid getting into rhythm, right?
Exactly. Yeah, good timing on this one. Made up his mind, got it to the receiver quickly. This was just a good, right read, right throw. And again, but like how you said, obviously this still I keep beating the same drum. It comes with reps. When you know you got Ingold, Alec Ingold out wide, and you got Mostert doing like a swing route or a flat route. Man, that's like a long handoff, man. Go ahead and go eat something, man. But it's still a good play by Skylar to get the ball out quickly and move the football. So it's all good.
My wife just found out Angela Lansbury, the chick from Murder, She Wrote, died, who played Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast, and she sent me a crying emoji.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang,
so Dolphins in 11 personnel. Skylar, he's in the gun. I believe that's Mostert to his right. See, the Jets show cover 0 right now, but they're going to drop back into cover 1. And this is actually a late throw by Skylar, which is also inaccurate for the incompletion right here on the outright. Like, that ball should have been out. Like, if you're gonna look at how late that throw was on his break. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. Ready? Okay, we'll do it. Let's do our ball thing. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, ready? If you're throwing that route, ball. Yeah. Like that's got to be. Man, that's got to be coming right before he's breaking, bro. Like
and like how you're saying, they showed 0 post snap. They went into 1, so that means if you look at your route concepts, you still have a concept that you can hit. If you because people hype up Skylar Thompson's arm strength, right? You got that outside receiver going on a streak. You can easily hit like a back shoulder on that receiver as well, as far as an option. But because there's so much pressure around him, the out route is the best option on this play. And he just needs to get the ball out a little sooner. Like that took again, timing was off on that one. It took a little too long to get there.
Yep. Hey, you'll get it. Yeah. You'll get it. You'll get it. All right. Dolphins in 11 personnel. Skylar under center. Mosert's the single back. Jets show cover 1. Play is going to be blown up off the snap with play action. Skylar has to throw it away, and he does.
Good play.
When you watch it here, Little is absolutely dominated on the right side. And there's no shift or adjustment to account for the left side either. And, I mean, what do you expect? Good play by Skylar. Get it away, man.
Right.
Get it away. Live to see it.
Live exactly. And they're gonna watch this again. Quarterback room. Tua. Peep game, bro. You know what I mean?
Who's ready for our annual, or sorry, I should have said our weekly Eichenberg's trash play? Is everyone ready for it? Because here it comes. Is everyone ready for this?
This man said weekly Eichenberg.
Yeah, weekly, you know? Sometimes it's multiple times a week. So this is 3rd and 5. This is on that drive where we had really good field position and we gained 5 yards. Right? This is the drive before the missed field goal. Remember where we also had good field position to start?
Yeah.
Skylar in the gun, 3rd and 5. Moser to his right. Dolphins 11 personnel. Cover 1 press for the Jets right there. Eichenberg absolutely whiffs on his block, sending Jonathan Franklin Myers free up the middle to disrupt Thompson, leading to a sack. Eichenberg is trash. Now you're gonna watch it. Watch it from this angle. Watch this, bro.
Yeah.
Who do you block?
Who do you block?
Look at this. Come on, bro. Are you for real?
He's real.
Look at this. You got no one, and your head's even looking in this direction right now. Look at this guy, bro. Look at this guy.
No.
I can't even rip your functional base right now. You are so triggity trash. It's unbelievable. Look at this. What is this guy lunging and saying a fucking prayer? That's what this guy's doing, bro.
The reason why this is bad by Eichenberg.
This is egregious. This is egregious, bro.
He literally had nobody in front of him, and he still stayed in his statute stance of kick block, and just it's like, bro, nobody's around you. Find somebody and get to them, bro. Forget about your kick block and kickstand, bro. Just block somebody.
Look at my quarterback right now. How he ends because of it, bro. Look at how my quarterback lands because of this.
But you know what, man? I also got to tip my hat to Skylar Thompson because he took.
And y'all are whiffing on this. Stop now.
Skylar Thompson took some shots this game, and he kept getting back up, bro. Because he knew he was the only one left.
Look at this. Mm-hmm. Look at my quarterback, Connor Williams. You okay, buddy? Look at my quarterback right now. Bad. This is so egregious. I would cut you. I would cut you the next day. I don't care what I gave up for you. I would cut you so hard. We are on our 3rd string quarterback, Cedric Wilson, waiting in the wings to lead this offense. And you are doing this?
That's a good point, bro.
I would cut you so hard, bro. I would cut you so hard, buddy. You would have paper cuts from before you left the field from the paperwork in your locker, bro. That you'd open it up. You remember Remember the movie Major League when they come in preseason they check for the pink slip, bro? That would be in your locker so fast you'd be looking down at your finger before you walk on the side. Why I got a paper cut? That's because it's so fast in your locker room. This is unbelievable, bro. This is so bad. This guy is not an NFL level starting lineman, period. Show me otherwise. And it don't matter what system.
Yeah, man.
This guy almost got Skylar hurt, bro. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah. But he's all we got at left guard right now, man. He's doing something right.
And imagine if Tua would have all the optics wouldn't have been on Tua, and he would have trotted himself out there this weekend, and that kind of stuff would have happened.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a bad rep. That was a bad rep by Liam.
Bad rep? That's a cuttable rep, bro. That is, you know I'm right, bro.
I know.
I'm right. You didn't know if that's in college, bro. How fast is that guy on the bench for the rest of the season, bro? Done. Yeah. Done, bro.
He has to play football, not just do what he's, robotically taught to do, so.
All right, now it's time for Greg Little to get absolutely dominated by Jonathan Franklin Myers now. So, now this is the next drive, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, 21 personnel, trips bunch to the left, one receiver to the right, Thompson in the gun, Moser to his right. Motion's going to cause them to, shout out to Denisha. She says Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can block better than that. Yeah. It's true. I might even put Helen Keller might be able to block better than that. She's bad, bro. All right.
Well, I wouldn't quite say she was dumb because Helen Keller knew how to do what's it called, sign language or something like that. Like,
well,
like
you know what I mean, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. She was A1 paraplegic, bro.
Yeah. It was over for Helen Keller, all right. And I got better faith of her out there right now than I do of Liga Meikenberg.
But the blocking is egregious,
All right. So yeah, Thompson in the gun, Moser to his right. Jets are gonna show cover 3 with the motion. Greg Little's absolutely dominated on the right side by Jonathan Franklin Myers. Second play in a row disrupts Skylar as he's reading the right side of the field. Skylar avoids the sack by getting it away, but look at this right here. Look at this. Just get out of my way, son. Look at that. Oh,
this is bad.
Oh, good awareness by Skylar, but I mean, poor guy, man.
The protection. And I'm also hearing we got like the 32nd ranked pass protection in the offensive line again. Like, is it bad again?
Check this out. We allowed 25 pressures this weekend.
Wow.
The last time when we played the Jets last year, the last game we played them, we allowed 7. It was bad, buddy. But you're on to Brandon Shell when was the last time he played?
No clue.
And Greg Little's fighting through a hand injury. People seem to be forgetting, right?
Right.
Remember?
Isn't Austin Jackson set to return though? That's the key, right?
He should be practicing tomorrow.
Okay.
And they still haven't announced anything on the quarterback situation.
Good news.
Dolphins in 11 personnel. Skylar in the gun. Moser to his right. Cover 1 man for the Jets. Skylar actually makes a really good throw here to Waddle on the fly route. He actually hits him right in the face, but he's absolutely abused by Michael Carter. Draws the DPI. Huge make on this drive now after stalling out on the last one with good field position. This is actually a good throw, man. When you actually look at the angle here, Skylar actually makes a really good throw here. This is look at this. I mean, boom. That's a catchable throw. I mean, he made a good throw there. But Waddle's absolutely abused. Absolutely abused. So DPI, move the chains. Now.
I didn't like that long side, man. What happened?
2nd and 10. Miami in 12 personnel. Skylar in the gun with Mozart. Remember, it's 19-17 right now. Okay? We're late in the game. Cover 4 for the Jets. Probably the quickest and best read of the game. Tanner Connor up the seam, who drops the football. I mean, no excuses. You got to make this catch.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a key drop here regarding the outcome, as we'll see, because, I mean, look at where their field position. You got to make that. Now, he could have touched it a little bit better.
That's the key. That's
he ripped this in there.
Yeah.
But bro, you got to have – dude, you made the 53 as a UDFA. You got to
make the catch. Make the catch. Now, but mind you, as a quarterback.
And he was a receiver. And he was a receiver in college. He was not a tight end, was Tanner Connor.
Completely fair. But as a quarterback, we're talking about where you are and where your receiver is. Those type of passes, it's not so much about the arm strength. It's about the anticipation and the particular type of touch, meaning the velocity that you need to have to fit it in between those players and still have your player to catch the football cleanly. It was no different than the Edmonds pass the same way around. He's putting too much sauce on that, bro.
Yeah, it's not even. Look at the spiral on it. I know it's quick, but look at the spiral. That thing's all over the place. Yeah,
it came on the receiver a little bit too quickly.
Look at him cock back. Watch his throw. Just watch his mechanics. Boom! The guy just cocked him through it.
Yeah, bro. Like it's almost like watching Brett Favre in his practices at Green Bay. Like sometimes, bro, you don't need to throw a fireball every time. You got to touch that in there to give your receiver a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with you. And I mean, end of the day, you must make this catch. So, given the situation in the field position, you got to make this catch, man. I agree, though. Like, Skylar didn't do him any favors. Let's be honest. I agree with you 100%. Now, This is a 2x2 receiver set, same drive. Miami 2x2 set. Skylar in the gun, Moser to his right, 11 personnel. Jets show cover 2, but dropped to quarters with the motion by Mostert. This is a quick screen to the right to Waddle for 5 yards, bringing it up 4th and 5, and a field goal attempt that we know Sanders would eventually miss from 54 yards. Think about this right now. Guys, we should be at the 25-yard line right now. If you add in, because if we go back, let's go back here to Tanner when his drop, okay? Look at where he is when he drops the football.
At the 30?
Yeah, he's at, okay, so let's roll it back here for a sec. Look at this, right? Okay, he's taking that to the 30, let's say, okay?
Yep.
Now the 5-yard screen, guys, we should be down at the 25-yard line right now. Instead, we are having to settle for a field goal that a 54-yard attempt from Jason Sanders that would put us up 20-17.
Instead of a 42-yard field goal, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we can continue the drive, bro. Never mind. You know who knows how to.
That too. Right? You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is just
missed opportunities, man.
Execution, man. Lack of execution, right? Lack of execution. So there's your screen to Waddle. Well, it's crazy. Even those used to break bigger out with Tua, right? Because it'd be out quicker for them. So now,
he knows the timing.
The Jets just took advantage of the field position. The next play after the one you just saw, they got inside of our 35. They're now up 26-17 after scoring. And also, Thompson has also taken a delay of game right now to move us from the 25 to the 20. So it's 1st and 15. 11 personnel, Skylar in the gun with Moser to his left. Cover 6-2-4 for the Jets. It's going to be play action for Skylar, who's in the pocket looking strictly for the big play. He has to show some anticipation here on Waddle's hook route, but doesn't. And look what it leads to. Because if you're going to go back here and you're going to look, what he's going to have here is he's going to have Sherfield on the dig. He's also going to have Waddle on that hook route to the top of your screen there. And what is indecisive lead to in the pocket? A big mistake. Carl Lawson here gets a sack, forces the fumble, and that's recovered by the Jets, and the wheels are officially off.
Yeah, he didn't want to just take the play as a loss.
Yeah.
Which he probably should have clearly.
Yeah.
But he made the play exponentially worse when he literally lateraled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal. And Tyreek gets rolled over, bro. It's ridiculous. I
mean, he's a football player, man. He plays, man.
12 personnel for Miami with Skylar in the gun, Moser to his right, 4-2 cover 6. Play action, and the throw here is a little bit behind Thompson to Cedric Wilson on the deep out, causing him to try and adjust. Falls incomplete. You know, you need better placement. It's a little late too, right? So, you know, instead of us being up 20-19, we're getting pumped right now.
Yeah.
And
tough.
There you go.
I mean, but the receiver put his hands on that, man.
Yeah.
Reel that one in for him. Reel that one in for him, man. Just go ahead and make a play.
Yeah, look at you're clean right there when the ball's in your hand.
Make a play on that one for him. You know. Yeah. Was that Cedric, by the way?
Yeah. Yes, it was. Him and Edmonds have been very big disappointments.
Yeah.
Thompson in the gun, Moser to his right, 3x1 receiver set. 11 personnel, Jets in quarters. Skylar's going to target Cedric again on the quick hook for a short completion. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1, which the Dolphins are going to try and convert the 3rd and 1 after this play twice. Running, and they do not. And so that allows the Jets add to the lead. And it's now, after this failure in the next drive, it's now 40-17 when the Dolphins are now starting this drive. And I believe this is the final drive of the game. Dolphins in 11 personnel, Jets in cover 4. Skylar's going to dump it to Gaskin, who, you know, he takes the hit in the flats, but he gains about 6 yards right there. Gaskin trying to make things. And, hey, he put his head down, inviting the contact. Good effort by Gaskin. But I mean, the writing's pretty much on the wall right now. It's 40-17.
These are just reps to put on film to execute and study.
Yeah. And guess what? This next rep, this one right here, is probably his best throw of the day in terms of Skylar. Miami's in 11 personnel. Skylar on the gun with Gaskin to the right. Cover 4 for the Jets. And this is a perfect anticipation touch and throw up the seam to Gesicki for a 30-yard gain on 2nd and 4. It's an impressive throw, and it shows Thompson was starting to figure things out a little bit and get a little bit more comfortable and settle in. This is probably his best throw of the game, I think.
He that was a dime, and those are, so if you see the touch that he put on that throw, right?
Yeah,
like, because that was a touch pass. That was a touch pass.
Yeah.
If he consistently just obviously gets more reps, gets more comfortable, calms down a little bit, and starts making the right throw at the right times, I mean, we can see something, man. Skylar, he had an excellent preseason, but now you're playing football now, right? So again, everything is going to boil down to reps, and it's going to boil down to confidence. And the more he keeps getting these type of reps, the more we're going to see like just better play out of him. And this was one of those throws where I was like, okay, this is impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good. This was his best throw of the day for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a big boy throw. That was a good throw.
Absolutely.
All right. We see the Dolphins here. They are in 11 personnel. And Skylar's going to take the snap, and this is going to be incomplete deep shot for Cedric. There's just nothing there. There is just nothing there. The coverage is good. See, obviously, cover 4 quarters.
Took a shot.
Just took a shot. A lot of space over the middle of the field.
I see that. Yeah, clearly.
But he wanted.
But what did the time look like for him in that pocket, considering there was a guy streaking across the middle of the field like that?
He had a good pocket.
He did. Yeah. He just took a shot.
Yeah.
He took a shot. He didn't read the play at all. It was just a matter of, let me just get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, let me see if I can take this shot. Yeah, if I can hit this.
Yeah. But right there, you step up into the pocket, make that throw down the middle. Look at this.
Yeah,
that guy's running.
Was it Cedric? It was Cedric. Oh,
that was Cedric.
Who was it? Was it Sherfield then? Who was it?
Oh, you mean the one coming across?
Yeah, coming across.
I believe that was Sherfield. You're gonna see it from the guy view.
Yeah, it was Sherfield. He had Sherfield coming across. The throw was to Cedric.
Yeah, man, he has to read that. The DBs went with said. That means you have to come underneath right there, hit him in stride, and potentially he might even score on that play.
Yeah,
if he just did his repetition and reads. But
I agree.
Hey, is Ballgame all right, man?
Yeah, he's dealing with his power deal, so he had to dip.
Okay.
All right. 2-4 cover 6 for the Jets here. 3-by-1 11 personnel set with Skylar in the gun for the Dolphins. And this one right here, it's going to be, again, all of a sudden, Cedric's getting involved, baby. 11 yards. All of a sudden, Cedric's trying to earn that paper, huh?
I'm still curious as to how Cedric got regulated to like the 4th receiver, considering Tyreek, Waddle, and Sheffield have been like the primary guys.
Yeah.
Like this is clearly, garbage time.
Decent blocking, though,
reps.
Yeah.
True. It was,
but it was decent blocking on the screen.
That was well executed. But I'm just curious as to, obviously Cedric had the rib, issue.
Yeah.
But for him to just pretty much get demoted, if you think about it, it's like, damn, bro, like what's going on? You know what I mean?
Well, I think you see Sherfield is on the field more than him.
Yeah.
Because he can be trusted more, and because of that, I think the quarterback, he's just had opportunities with the ones, right? And there's a level of comfortability.
That's true.
2-by-2 receiver set with Skylar in the gun here. Quarters, Gaskin out of the backfield to the flats, and he is just going to take the easy completion to Jalen Waddle for about 11 yards. You see the fight there by Jalen Waddle, though? Like, love to see that when a guy who hasn't been targeted all day, really, right?
Yeah.
Look at the fight on that slant just to get those extra yards. Good by him.
It's actually crazy to see. Jalen Waddle has had some subpar games these last 2 games, but he's still like a top 10 receiver in like all these categories. It's like, damn.
He misses Tua. Y'all think the fans miss Tua. He misses Tua. All right. 3x1 receiver set, 11 personnel. What was that?
That was like a cloud 6. Yep. 4-4-2.
Yeah. And Skylar takes it, and he's just going to take underneath the Gaskin for the short completion out of the backfield, get him down to the 15, not really move much. And I believe there was a penalty on that play, unnecessary roughness for Connor Williams, right?
Yep, right there. Yeah. They always catch the second man. Yeah. That was a really good pocket, by the way, for Skylar to move around. Every now and then they give the quarterback decent time, but man, the inconsistency is real on the offensive line, bro.
Cover 6 for the Jets, 3x1 set, 11 personnel for the Dolphins. Skylar in the gun, Gaskin to his right, and Skylar's going to take Gaskin again out of the backfield right there, and he's going to get back.
Oh, look at the fight.
On 2nd and 23, he got back 14 of those yards needed on 2nd and 23 right there.
Hey, man, Gaskin has earned second team reps easily as a relief pitcher when Edmonds hit the doghouse with Mike B. Daniel, bro. I think that might be a wrap.
So we got 3rd and 7 from the 14, 2x2 set, 11 personnel. Gaskin in the backfield to the left of Thompson, who's in the gun. Quarters by them, but they're going to roll him to like a cover 3 right there with the dropping safety. Thompson, just everything collapses around him. Incomplete pass. Ugly.
Everything. That's all wide 9.
Look at that. It is. And everything's just
collapsed.
Look at the hit.
You got to step up. It did exactly. It collapsed, but he did not help out the offensive line whatsoever. There was room to step up at the right side of the pocket.
Right there.
Yeah, he just did. I don't know if he froze or if he just didn't step up regardless, but there was time for him to do that, make that move and make the throw. So that was bad rep.
Empty 4x1 set for Skylar and the Dolphins. He's in the gun. And this is the last play of the game. Skylar's going to get flushed out and incomplete, almost picked off too. And that is a wrap on the ugly 40-17 loss. Hey, and you know what? Let's be honest. This Skylar's tape had some good and some bad and some ugly. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
Now we get it there. Obviously, we don't like seeing a quarterback force that throw, but I mean, it's 4th down. You got to make something happen. I'm not going to sit there and hate. You know what I mean? Overall thoughts on what you saw from the tape. Again, there was some good, there was some bad, and there was some downright ugly. It's a mix. It's about as much of a mixed bag as you can expect from a rookie thrust into a starting role with Teddy going down. Right.
Yeah, and again, I think this is what it looks like when the nerves are at an all-time high.
Yeah.
For a rookie quarterback, he was like we said, he was firing footballs in there where it needed more touch. He was just a second to a second and a half late on certain throws. But I will say he got beat up a lot this game. He was taking some massive shots in the pocket,
and he stood firm. And he took his shot.
He stood firm. He kept getting up. He kept looking back at the sideline. What's the next play? Like he really fought. He fought in his first real NFL action, and that's encouraging to see, considering I think he's going to be our guy for the next at least the next week. And ironically, when we look back at the schedule, we didn't realize the Vikings might be the hardest game on the schedule coming up, bro. Like, as far as all the games we played, the Vikings are absolutely on fire. And if this is gonna be his first start, I'm very interested.
I don't think Skylar's gonna start.
Is Teddy clear, or is he still in the protocol?
I think Tua's gonna try and come back.
I don't know.
Because
again, they
mentioned that. Remember the Dolphins and the medical staff and that neurologist that was fired.
Yeah.
By their accounts, the Bengals concussion was the first concussion. He never had a second.
I get it.
And last week they ruled him out on Monday. They haven't ruled him out yet. And what has Barry Jackson been doing for the last week and a half? Every day, to his passing tests. Well, what did he say on Sunday? To his seek 3 different medical opinions, and he's passed all the tests. Yeah. They're lining up for him to come back this weekend. I'm telling you right now. I'm like 60-40 he's starting.
I can only breathe heavy. I can only breathe heavy on that because no matter what they say about first concussions or whatever, I can just recall
they put him on a plane 3 hours
horror.
After the fence.
I get it, but I can just recall the horror of his entire body locking up, I don't want us to feel like we need to force him back in.
Bro, considering but the problem is now it's a part of it is up to the player, right?
Yeah, and knowing Tua, he's gonna try to start.
If you're McDaniel and all your 3 different opinions plus your own medical staff come back and the player and say, I'm healthy, I'm ready to go. Because think of it, by the time Sunday rolls along, he's been off for 17 days.
Yeah.
Right? So he's going to turn around and he's going to say, if all these people tell you he's good to go, now you're in a position where it's like, what can I really say? The medical professionals and the players are telling me. And then if you lose and it gets out that the medical professionals and everyone said, yo, he's good to go, then you got even more questions to answer. Because listen, again, I agree with the player safety, but let's also
that's what it boils down to.
Let's take a step back and be objective for a second here and realize it. The bottom line is winning in the NFL. I get it, bro. It ain't gonna change overnight that this big multi-billion-dollar conglomerate chews people up and spits them right out.
That's true. That's true.
Change overnight with Tua Tagovailoa. I'm telling y'all right now.
No, we know that, but again, like how you just mentioned, if it boils down to just Mike McDaniel, I think Mike McDaniel is in a position of where he might go ahead and lead Tua out.
He's already told all of you. No, he's already told all of y'all. He was asked it a couple of pressers ago about, what if they come back and they tell you when they were talking about him being out, about why he was allowed to go back in. Sorry, why he was allowed to play the Cincinnati game. What did he say? The player and the medical staff and everyone cleared him. What am I going to do? And he's right.
Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see. I prefer Tua not to play. 4-2 if he plays, he plays. Different. I get it, man. But did you
see the clip I played?
Nah. Which one?
Listen, I'll play it before we get out of here, just so to keep everyone updated on why I'm pretty like why I think he's actually gonna go. Here, let me play this for you. I played it already a couple days ago. Yesterday I believe it was. It's only like 4 minutes long. Check this out. This is, Dr. David Chow, who used to work for the Chargers.
Oh yeah. I did see that. Okay, I did see that,
right? Mm-hmm. So he basically told y'all he has a better chance of going than Teddy.
Right.
Because of the new concussion protocols. Dude, I don't think they're going to put this game in Skylar's hands, bro. I just don't. I honestly think they might even go with Reed Sinnett first because Reed Sinnett has more live action experience. So we'll see.
Yeah, my you know me, Reason. My biggest thing is I don't even care if we end up 3-3 after the Vikings game. If we can get to an extra time, I prefer the extra time. And then when it feels right, I think that's when we need to usher him back out on the field. Because again, like how you said, 4-2 does look better than 3-3. But at the same time, man, like if it goes south, if it goes left because we rushed them back in,
but you could say that
it's gonna look way worse.
You could say that if you bring him in the Steelers game.
But I'd rather it be the Steelers game than this one. You know what I mean?
It's only a week difference, bro. It ain't gonna matter.
But a week's rest. Bro, when you talk about any type of injury.
If he gets knocked out in 5 weeks with a concussion, people are going to question if he should have even come back this season. It don't matter when he comes back.
That's true too.
If he gets knocked out with a concussion at any other time in this season, people are going to ask whether he should have even come back. Don't matter.
That's true too. That's true too. But this game I think it's just a little too close to call for me, you know. But if he's ready, he's going to play.
Would I prefer him not to play this game? Sure, I want him to be as healthy as possible. But I'm just stepping back, being objective from a realistic standpoint of how the team is going to approach this. I just don't give a shit what we think or what we want, right? If the player and the medical staff are saying opposite of what you and I want, who are they going to listen to, bro? That's all I'm going to say, you know?
No, yeah. There's no argument.
And we know the competitor, too. This guy returned 2 weeks after tightrope surgeries, not once, but twice. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a warrior, man. He battles through it.
Yeah. So, anyways, bro, I appreciate you doing this. Always a good time, brother.
Absolutely, man. Tua Tuesday, Teddy Tuesday, in this case, Thompson Tuesday.
Pyro says you want him to suffer.
Nah, Pyro, man. That ain't it, man. I'm honestly, and again, I mentioned this backstage. I read an article, and it completely it didn't shock me to a point. Like I'm surprised, but it stunned me when I saw, after the Jets game, them mention Tua as a star quarterback, Miami Dolphins star quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa. Right. So Tua, we have to start treating Tua like he is valuable. He is a star. We have to protect him, man. He's a piece.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night with Richmond Webb, Mr. Ballgame, for the episode of The Finish Line as we move on to Vikings week. So we'll be back tomorrow night, guys, around 8:30. Me, Richmond Webb, and the homie Mr. Ballgame will be looking back on this loss, and we'll also be looking forward to the Vikings game. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, you already know what time it is. Fins up all day, every day, baby, even beyond the grave in which we'll lay. Let's get it.